Hey guys, it's Gman here, and welcome back to another Overwatch 2 video. Today, we're going to teach you how to play Orisa. If you guys did not know, I main Sigma and Reinhardt, but I started to learn how to play Orisa, and I gotta say, she's probably one of the strongest legends in Overwatch 2 right now, just because how her kit works. So, I'm going to explain her kit to you guys right now. First of all, we got her first ability, which is basically her just attack, which just shoots basically a minigun at the enemies, and it does have a cooldown, meaning that once it goes to the maximum shots, you'll have to cool it down for a few seconds so it doesn't overheat anymore, but with that, you can actually keep firing. Now, you can't actually maximize this by keep shooting, but when it gets near the actual peaking point of overheating, you just let it cool down for a few seconds. This is very similar to that of the L-Star in Apex Legends or any plasma rifle you may use in Halo, where like, if you shoot it too much, it'll burn out, so just give it a second to cool down and then refiring after a few seconds. The next thing you actually have that spear. Now, the spear is a very interesting item she has. I wouldn't usually use it right out of the gate to actually hurt enemies. I would actually use it to target squishies that I may be damaging with my minigun, then throw it onto them and hit them to get a kill, because that is very useful in that scenario. You can use it for that reason. I would highly recommend it, or maybe just kill somebody you see who's low health, you instantly throw it at them, get a quick pick, and we love to see it. Now, the other benefits of actually having that spear is very useful against countering certain players, especially Reinhardt. So if a Reinhardt charges at you, you can actually throw your spear at him and it'll stop his charge. Very similar to that of Sigma's ability, where you'll throw a boulder at Reinhardt when he charges you and it'll cancel it out. That's what you can use it for. The next thing you have in her kit is actually the reflection ability, which is very useful. It's actually similar to that of the Genji's ability, where you reflex throws all projectile damage back at the enemy. But when you do this, it actually does give a small movement boost to Orisa, so you can usually push up on your enemies while reflecting all their attacks back into them, and sometimes even killing them in the process. This is especially noticeable against Genji, D.Va, or anyone who has a lot of projectile damage. You can literally just throw it all back at them, which is absolutely amazing. And when you do damage with the minigun and then do it right afterward, you know you're gonna get a kill. Now, the second thing you need to know about this ability too is that you can use it to boot people off the maps, which is very useful, but it's highly situational depending on the map in itself. Next up, we have her final ability, which is an ability that gives her extra health and also makes her invincible for a while. Now, this ability is very useful because of the fact when you actually use this ability, you'll actually give yourself a little bit of health. You'll also be able to protect yourself from any damage, especially against Reinhardt charge. If you can actually time it just right, it'll actually negate the Reinhardt charge. And it's also very useful just countering actually some of Sigma's abilities when he actually hits you, especially when he hits you with that boulder. That boulder does not get stopped by the spear. You cannot do that. You got to use that actual negation, or not negation, the invincibility, then actually protect yourself from it. So next up, we have Orisa's ultimate. This is honestly one of the strongest ultimates in actually Overwatch 2. However, it leaves you super vulnerable. Let me explain what it does though. Basically, you stand in the middle of the center, it'll of course make a ring around you, similar to that Sigma where he lifts everyone up in the ring. Anyone who's in that ring will take damage upon the actual charge up. So as soon as you hit the ground, it's going to deal some damage. Now, this damage can deal from 1% to over 200%. I don't know the maximum. I've never gone to it because it just never makes sense to. But let's say for example, the maximum is 240%. Once you hit that maximum percent, anything in that ring will most likely die, especially squishies. So what you should try to aim for is try to position yourself in an angle where you know like it's a very condensed room, or there's gonna be a lot of squishies around you. You want to quickly charge it up so you get the maximum damage possible without getting yourself killed in the process, and then slam that down and get any picks off that if you can, and then clean up of course with your minigun and your spear what you need. Now that you know Orisa's kit, let's go over Orisa's weakness. If somebody plays Sigma against you, you're gonna get full countered. And the reason to this is that Orisa's kit is 99% projectile damage besides her actually ultimate and also the invincibility ability she has. Now, the reason why I'm saying Sigma is a full counter is because Sigma has an ability where it absorbs all projectile damage and turns it into health. And of course, Orisa's kit being 90% of it, that's not good. So what Sigma can do is two different things with this ability. First of all, he can absorb all the damage you throw at him and turn him in health. And this is especially the case when he has no heals on him and he's solo on point. This is very strong. I've done this in the past and it's absolutely insane when you go against an Orisa. Now, the second thing he can do is absorb all the damage, not get any health from it, but just to protect his teammates, which is kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie. I actually got full counter one game, and we're not gonna talk about that because how bad it was. So now that you know why Sigma is a threat, what you want to do to actually prevent him from absorbing all of your attacks is really just start shooting at him when he actually is going to do his thing to absorb all the attacks. Just predict when he's gonna do it, and when he starts doing it, don't shoot into him, don't do anything. Just go invis, protect yourself just in case he does something or his teammates do something to you. Then when his effect wears off, he's going to be on cooldown, and then you just unload on him. So now that you know Orisa's kit and weaknesses, let me show you guys some gameplay that you can learn from that you can maximize her kit as well. We're just gonna push up, that's all it is.
Let's kick this off.
Gman I got the Zen. I got Zen. It's unfortunate, man. Reaper's trying to be a try to get behind us. Everyone would rather just let Reaper do that. Oh, I missed. I should have hit that. Cowboys low. You should definitely. They're definitely gonna force a deval at some point, so just watch out for that. They have what's the name? Yeah, she's low.
I got Echo.
I barely survived that. I'll be back. Literally, as soon as they devaulted, I'm just like, I'm gonna stick my ult to just get the maximum damage and put it down before her ult activates. And they just got a healer pick. I'm surprised they just let me do that. Guide you. Oh my god. How are you doing, weirdo? Okay, so now I missed. I just missed that.
It was like a week ago, and they literally just said May's been disabled till like November, like 20 something. Like it's so far away, and they acted like it was normal for like a month.
Bastion.
Got Bastion.
Nice. Yes.
Sigma's on an island. Sigma's on an island. Still on an island. Dead.
Nice.
Briggs.
Got him. Get some nice legs.
I was on Moira. I'm waiting out the dash in here. That's too cute, dude. Behind us.
Oh, I was committed right there.
They're
Holy
trying to get a
crap.
rotate later.
How did she kill me? Yes, I'm getting rezzed. Oh my god. I say, how if he only died once? We have the same kills, same damage, but you died 8 less times. Are we winning here?
What am I hearing? I'm hearing something. I'm just not sure
So
what.
Lucio.
What the fuck is he doing?
He's actually trolling.
Nice start.
Jay.
See, dude, I just back off whenever I know we're about to lose a fight.
Oh.
Tease on man.
This ends now.
Sigma be like, I'm gonna observe that. He be like, nah.
Paramedics regulate.
Well,